Copyright claim, here we come.
The following announcement has been paid for.
They call me Dada. 6 million ways to murder. Choose one.
Oh, that was worth the copyright just to hear Natural Born Killers by Cuban Dre. What is up, Etep Wakuian, right here with you. The place to be, reviews Saturday Night Live. I'm joined by my co-host with the most, Mr. Tony ToneDef of the Clown World Review.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. Happy Saturday evening. It's great to be here. Yeah, I'm happy we're streaming, man. I was kind of chilling, a little bored. And yeah, these Saturday night streams, they don't happen often, but when they do, they're always cracking. So, yeah, thank you, man.
Oh, you're welcome. And we have Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective with the Pig World Order.
They call me KV. I'm running around the cage going guinea pig crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. I was still hearing that song in my head. What's going on, y'all?
Oh man, welcome, brother. Welcome, Tommy. Yeah, we did the Rogue stream earlier on Stephen Walton's channel, and it was like it ended early, and I'm like, I'm gonna go eat a lot because I have the munchies. I'm fucking hungry. So I was like, I'm like, we might stream, and I'm like, the wife's out there watching True Blood, so I'm like, I had to put the kid woke up, I had to put him back to bed. I'm like, I'm ready to do another stream. Fuck it. So
was that the left or the right?
Which one?
Hook. You said you had to put the kid back to sleep.
I didn't have to Bob wheel him tonight. I read him some Goosebumps, man. We read Goosebumps tonight. So that was all. I gave him a little more melatonin though, which I take too. So I was like, here, just take a double dose, buddy. Go back to bed. Daddy's got more streaming to do. But yeah, so that happened. Tommy was on this. That was a fun stream. This is our first. Is this our first stream of the new year? I think it is. Yeah, it is. This is our first stream of the new year because we streamed yesterday afternoon. So yeah, happy fucking New Year. Makini Draws is in the chat. Hail, sir. Hail, Makini, man.
I don't
Happy New
know.
Year,
Is this truly your first stream? Because I don't remember your finger being on the go live trigger.
Wait, you just made me look and be like, did I not go live? Am I in the, I was like, hey man, hey, look, man, I was at the pool and the kids liked the hair on my legs, and I was like, you ain't black. And corn pop.
I'll tell you what, that would have
all.
been a hell of a swerve if you didn't go live and me and Tony just played right in like we were live. And all right, like, ETEP, and then we could have stopped it. ETEP, that was a good dry run. Let's do it for real.
It's you guys are like, it's been 45 fucking minutes. All right, let's start this shit. Let's go. We were gonna let you go and say fuck it. It's been a good time, and you're like, you never went live. Shit. That's right now. That's something that could happen. Because I wouldn't refill the wine. I still got the pen here. There's a piece of an edible left. So 200 milligrams. I won't have to take melatonin tonight before bed.
Can I say while we're live, I really like your Falcon shirt.
Thank you for noticing. This is how I am. I pointed that out earlier. I'm like, I got my fucking Captain America shirt, and it's not even Steve Rogers. It's Black Captain. I'm progressive. I got Black Falcon Captain.
It's the Stevie Ray NWO on your beanie. I'll see you on Thunder, bro.
You've got to do better.
I gotta do better. I don't want to be on WCW Saturday night with Corn Pop anymore, working dark matches. I want to be on the Big Show on Mondays.
Is that Fit Finley, Corn Pop?
It's Rick Fuller, actually. Rick Fuller.
Oh,
for those of you who are connoisseurs, or Jerry Flynn, if you will. Thunderfoot Jerry Flynn.
No, every time I think of Thunder and I think about epic fails, I think about that guy that was supposed to be like the Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero.
Glacier.
Oh, that was so terrible.
His gimmick was shit, but he could actually work halfway decent. But the gimmick was just like, it flopped. It flopped bad. Like, that gimmick was terrible.
And the outfit looked horrendous too.
Oh yeah. Yep, the mask, and remember the fucking snow coming down from the ceiling? It was bad.
I thought I was watching an episode of the Power Rangers the first time I seen it.
Eric Bishop. Well, Mortal Kombat's popular. One of them a wrestler.
Well, he came out at the same time with like Mortis.
Yeah,
because you had
Mortis
him and
was actually pretty decent. I didn't mind.
dude.
That
Well,
much.
that was all Canyon. Canyon was a bad motherfucker, dude. Chris Canyon was fire. What's up, another monster? Hail, brother. Yeah, I did. Hunter Iggy, what's your thoughts on the Big Swole comments? Wait, Big Swole, is that wasn't that Master P's bodyguard?
I think it has something to do with AEW and okay, so there was all kinds of AEW drama. I just kind of breezed past it, but there was, and Hunter Iggy, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a wrestler, I think a female wrestler, maybe not, but named Swole, and Tony Khan let the contract run out. And they went on some interview and mentioned that AEW isn't very well structured and they need to be more progressive, something along those lines. Then Tony Khan tweeted out, basically Happy New Year, blah, blah, blah. We have so-and-so wrestling, whatever. And yeah, we let Swole's contract go, but they weren't that good of a wrestler anyway. I'm paraphrasing, but something along those lines. So then half the IWC shit a brick and Tony Khan needs to do better. He needs to fix this now. It's like, I don't know the whole situation. I just know it's his fucking company. It's his money. It's his family's money. If he doesn't want to re-sign someone, and from what I understand, not too many people are let go from their contracts in AEW at all. So if he lets someone go, it's for a reason.
And to your point, I can't speak to the individual situation in AEW, but what I can say is from my background and being a promoter at one point and a booker, Hail Gap Stargate, what's up, brother? Welcome. Is that if you don't book somebody, that means they're shit and they don't draw you a dime. So you're not going to put them on your card. So if he's letting her out of her contract, and I looked her up. Okay, she's got a decent build, she's got a good look. This is a woman, right? It's not a trap, right? This is a woman. This isn't another Nyla Rose situation. I'm just making sure. I don't want to.
Mother sweet transvestite.
Looks like a female.
I don't really know her, and I'm not sure. And see, that's the thing about Tony Khan too. He is pretty progressive. Like, there are wrestlers on there who are novices who aren't drawing him nothing, and maybe someone he's doing a favor for, but he keeps them on payroll. So I mean, you've really got to do something wrong for him to release you.
Yeah, and like I said, man, I see it from a business and having run a company for a year. Could Big Swole go to WWE? Vince McMahon likes thicker black chicks on the roster. I mean, he had a thing for Naomi. He pushed the hell out of her because she's amazing. I don't know what their fucking little gimmick.
It'd be nice for someone to go from AEW to WWE.
Right? Everybody goes from WWE to AEW. It's never the other way around. So, I mean, she could probably go there and do something in the women's division, I'm sure. It's
whatever, Belair, Brianna Belair, whatever her name is. Someone for her to wrestle.
Tony Storm just left, and good for her. I think Tony Storm should be playing Felicia Hardy in the Spider-Man movies. We showed a picture the other night exactly why she should.
I'm kind of questioning why she left the UK brand, quite honestly.
Yeah. She just probably had enough, honestly. That lifestyle, that travel, especially at that level, it does. Not everybody can take that. Especially if you want to have that's why he keeps jumping back and forth. Especially if you want to have a life. Speaking of having a life, you know what? We gotta poke fun at one of our favorite people. And to do that, we get to play our favorite intro because we're going to fucking talk about Marvel, but we're also going to talk about one of our girls. But you know what? Should we cue up the kazoos, gentlemen?
Do it.
Kazoo away.
Grace Randolph, ladies and gentlemen, our good friend. We love her. We love her so much.
Hello, and welcome to this week's.
Oh God, I want to punch her in the throat. Go ahead.
Can I ask, in the dumpster on fire, is that Black Widow's remains?
Yes, that is. We had those shipped back from Vormir.
Sweet.
We had those shipped back from Vormir. But this is okay. So I suffered through Grace Randolph's MCU rankings, and I don't know why I do it, but I do. I hate myself. It's a rhetorical question.
The same reason you watch Power.
Yeah, I'm very masochistic.
I'm not kink shaming or nothing. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
What? She doesn't have the Eternals higher than Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? I am shocked.
She put Eternals on her list of worst movies of this year.
She called it Screensaver the movie.
Yep.
She's like, shit was just happening on screen, but that's about it.
Yeah. She did not seem impressed with the gay Eternals. But Black Panther, auspiciously, at number 2 on Grace is the Place for Me's list. So we had a oh God, yep, another monster.
So
We had Tony, you and I were actually talking about this earlier, and her reasoning for this is, well, it's that suburban white woman. In this case, Manhattan's, Manhattanite, white woman socialite.
There is no way, and we can place whatever. I'm not saying Iron Man should be everyone's favorite MCU movie, but there's no way Black Panther beats Iron Man. No way.
No.
The original?
No.
I'm sorry. I find Black Panther to be quite boring, quite honestly.
Yes.
I think after Civil War and his introduction, that was done so much better. And I just felt like Black Panther was a bit of a letdown. I was actually quite disappointed in that one.
It was.
It was.
It wasn't very good, and it could have been. I mean, it had all the tools to be good, but there's number one. I just can't get over the moist and Claw. I can't.
Yeah.
They could have kept Claw around. He could have not been blipped and just fucking got massively. Not that he wasn't already powerful. Not that he wasn't already a very powerful man, but that could have been Hawkeye. Was Ronan going after Claw? I mean, just anything, I was just they built him up in Age of Ultron, or teased him more or less, and I couldn't wait to see what they did with Andy Serkis next, and they just fucking shot him.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like he went out like a chump too. Just fucking ridiculous. It's such a waste of a good villain. Like, you have Andy Serkis at your disposal, and it's like, no, we'll just kill him off. We're good. Yes. And, I say this as somebody who liked Black Panther a lot, but I know it's a pile of shit. The CGI is PlayStation 2 level, especially in the third act during that final fight between Killmonger and his daddy issues and T'Challa.
Yeah. Yep. And to answer Clone Geek's question, it's because Grace has no sense of humor. That's why Guardians is so low.
Yeah. Yeah, she fuck, dude. Well, look, okay. Look at Avengers Endgame #1, Black Panther #2, Endgame #1 you know, I don't Endgame was a piece of shit.
It's because of the A-Force scene.
That's what it was. Black Panther for obvious reasons. Shang-Chi, she like Grace fucking fiddles her bean to Shang-Chi. Like, hail Tim's talk. Like, seriously, this is Grace Randolph watching Shang-Chi right here.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Well, 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 well. Well,
And that's when she busts a nut.
She reminds me of like one of those creepy dollar store Barbies.
Yep. She is, man, like one of those ones where their faces don't look completely finished.
Yeah, or they look like they're partially melted from sitting out in the sun. Yes.
Oh, dude. Speaking of which, I have video today of a bunch of Star Wars action figures in a like third party like bodega store by my house. All of them are either Jyn Erso, Princess Leia from the new what is it, Forces of Destiny figures, and Shirat Imwe, and Rey and Jyn Erso's in the big. Oh, dude, yeah, it's funny. I haven't edited it yet. I didn't even get video of all the Baze Malbit and Shirat Imwe Funko Pops.
I went into an Ollie's and they had a whole bunch of those Star Wars figures sitting up there, and like there was like just probably like 3 or 4 pegs worth on the thing that was just all Rey.
Yep. Dude, like all these figures were fucking Jyn Erso or Rey. It was so fucking fun. And then I felt bad because like the Shirat Imwe figures were in there. But yeah, it was kind of funny. Just to see these just piles of shit, you know, it's like, who the fuck, like, what's up, Awesome One, Clone Geek franchise, hail y'all, Tim's Talk in the house, thank you guys for joining us. We're looking at Grace
Draven.
Randolph. Oh, Draven's in Draven, I threw you a link, bro, if you want to jump in, man, jump the fuck in. Go
Can
ahead,
I
bro.
ask the chat a question real quick? I want to know the chat's opinion on this. Had Shang-Chi come out before the Stop Asian Hate hashtag, would that be Grace's 3rd favorite Marvel movie?
Oh,
That is a very good question.
That's a question.
Once again, I'm going back to the paintball can theory with her brain. So, she's even got Iron Man 2 above Iron Man.
Yeah, dude. Look at this bitch has the fucking sheer audacity to put goddamn Spider-Man Far From Home above Iron Man and above Infinity War. She, you know, I ain't even mad. I'm kind of shocked that Captain Marvel and Black Widow are 13 and 14 for her.
Mm-hmm.
In what, even Homecoming, in what universe is Far From Home better than Homecoming? And I'm not even that big of a fan of Homecoming.
No.
But it's at least digestible.
Okay, and both Guardians of the Galaxy films are way better than Captain Marvel, Black Widow, you know, and Ragnarok, in my opinion. What's up, Draven?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Draven, are you there?
Better.
Are you
here.
there, Draven?
I'm here.
I can't hear you. Where are you, Draven? I'm just fucking with you.
Don't go into the light. Don't go into the light.
Fuck is Shang-Chi #3? Where the fuck's,
right?
Where the hell is Winter Soldier at? Like, where the fuck
Winter
is that
Soldier? Winter Soldier
6?
is 6.
No,
right?
Wrong.
This makes me angry.
I know we need to get to it.
And Thor: Dark World isn't that bad. It's
and
actually
Captain
good.
America, the first
Well, it's
Avenger.
not that good either.
True.
Yeah. The first
Yeah.
Avenger is a charming fucking movie. It has
Right.
it belongs nowhere near the bottom of the list.
Right.
Absolutely not. And you know what, Tony? I would say that of all the Marvel films, Captain America, the first Avenger, was probably the one that came
Actually don't like
closest
that
to being
movie.
comic book accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, this her
More
list
than that
is,
are my least favorite movies of the MCU.
dude. What? All right. So what would, like I said, man, I my favorite MCU movie is, it's probably, I go back and forth between Infinity War and Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Iron Man being up. I've got a list because we ranked these on the show. My notebook is here somewhere, so I can, because I want to look and see exactly. Because we remember, Tony, we did the top 10, bottom 10.
Yeah.
With these, and
And the Incredible Hulk was actually pretty good.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk wasn't terrible. That's the thing. They
It's better than the shit Hulk we have now.
Oh God. Yeah, dude. Yeah, she's, like I said, this shit is fucking crazy. She is so, well, like I said, the Guardians of the Galaxy films are the original one, which is better than the first one. Or better than the second one. You know, the first one is better. She has that at 22, and then the second one is at 16, and it's like, what the hell are you doing, Stroke Face Grace?
Shit.
She just got strung out on some Xanax and just made this list.
She did. I honestly,
She was
I
sitting
don't
there
think
going,
you're
I'm
wrong.
twipping balls. I'm twipping balls.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I ranked them on paper, Iron Man 1, Winter Soldier 2, Infinity War, Guardians of the Galaxy is 4, Avengers is 5, Thor is 6, Civil War is 7, Ultron is 8, Ant-Man 9, and Captain America the First Avenger is 10. My bottom 10 were, let's see here, Ant-Man and the Wasp was 10. Begrudgingly, I put Iron Man 2 at number 9, Thor the Dark World at 8, Ragnarok at 7, Black Widow. I put Black Widow down there, bad look. It's me. You know who I am. Those fucking George Floyd's took me Asian wife. Anyway, I put Black Widow at number 6. I'm on fentanyl, bud. I'm not really YouTube. It's all right, Mama Susan, I'm not. I'm from Australia. I'm in a camp.
Off to the international arrival bungalow for you.
I got a private bungalow right there next to Ghislaine Maxwell. Endgame number 5, Far From Home number 4, Shang-Chi 3, Eternals 2, and Catpan Mediocre number 1. Those and objectively those are, and this is before seeing Spider-Man Far From Home, which, you know, it has to be a considered an MCU movie, but I don't know. It's like I don't feel right putting it on this list yet. You know what I mean? Like, I want to watch it a couple more times before I figure out where it sits. Because at first viewing, yeah, man, it's fucking great. It really is. But we've had a year of shit. I mean, we got all these garbage fucking shows, right?
It's like
all
giving
these
a starving man a glass of water.
No. You got to go back to the Eddie Murphy one where somebody gave him a Ritz. That's a Ritz? That's a Ritz? I thought that was a saltine.
But I mean, look at all the MCU we've got. Since, honestly, the last great MCU movie to come out was Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
It was, you know, I mean, Spider-Man Far From Home is, don't get me wrong, it was a fucking great movie, it was. But before I figure out where it's going to sit in the whole of the MCU, you know, like, I've got to see it another 2 or 3 times at least.
You know, it's one thing.
But, go ahead, man.
One thing that got me about No Way Home, not one thing that got me, it's just I think one of the worst parts of that movie is Jamie Foxx. And I think it's because he came in with a chip on his shoulder. But, like, you're amongst greats, dude. Like, you're amongst some of the best villains Spider-Man has ever faced on screen.
Mm-hmm.
And you're the one that read the script for the Amazing Spider-Man 2. You're the one that took those lines and brought them to life. I mean, and it wasn't a good movie, and Electro was pretty bad in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. He was.
Oh,
He
it
was
was
just
terrible.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a lot of that was the writing, but a lot of that was the delivery too.
Yep.
And that's just, so you can have a chip on your shoulder, but maybe be a little more humble, because seeing you there isn't like seeing Alfred Molina there or Willem Dafoe, because they were so iconic. I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's at least 8 movies on that list I've never even attempted to watch.
Which ones?
Her list. There's at least 8 movies on there I've never even attempted to watch.
Which movies haven't you watched, Tommy?
Oh, which ones? Oh, in particular. Oh, okay. Avengers Endgame, never watched it. Shang-Chi, never watched it. Spider-Man No Way Home, never watched it. Spider-Man Far From Home, never watched it. Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Spider-Man Homecoming, Eternals. Tell you the truth, I'm not even sure if I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It's like watching Ant-Man kind of get cucked out
Yeah.
in his own movie.
Ghost was the coolest thing about that movie.
And think about it, the chick that played Ghost, and let me say this, she's a beautiful woman. I'm not saying she's a bad actress, but she's not Red Sonja. She's the one that's supposed to be playing Red Sonja. Yeah, it doesn't. None of this makes sense. Like, look at, she's got Doctor Strange at number 10. I put Doctor Strange in the middle between my top 10 and my bottom 10. It falls somewhere in there. Not because I dislike the character, but I think, like, even though the character is very powerful within the construct of the MCU universe, but he doesn't resonate with me like some of the other ones do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a fine movie. You know, the first
movie's
one.
fine. It is a little slow, but to start. But once it gets going, it's good.
Yes. Yeah, that's the caveat with that one. And the second one, you've got him protecting America Chavez, who's going to be the magical MacGuffin to this whole thing, because they need her to do the interdimensional travel at one point or some shit. And it's pathetic.
Yeah. I'm sure the minute the Marvels comes out, that's going to automatically hit number 1 for her.
Oh, dude, that movie is. I don't think that movie's going to do the box office they think it's going to do. You know, hail to Hillam 29.
What up?
Welcome.
Parrothead.
And if it fails, they're going to blame us.
Yeah. That's the thing. And then, at first it's going to be, it wasn't made for you. This movie's made for little girls of all colors to see themselves. And they're going to have Kamala Khan in it, and she's getting her own TV show. Okay, so if you really look forward, okay, so you've got Lady Thor. You've got Shuri as Black Panther for the time being. You've got She-Hulk. You've got the Wasp still, because she's going to be featured prominently in Quantumania.
I thought she was still up in the air because of some of her comments, or did she apologize?
She's still going to be the lead in the movie. I don't think they're going to write her out at this point. They're getting too close to release, because they're releasing that in July of this year. Now it sounds weird saying that because it's 2022. That comes out this July. So, but I don't know. The whole thing, she's still recovering from injuries. But the point being is, you've got every lead coming out in the MCU is female. Almost every one. And I don't. It's November, Clone Geek. Okay. I don't see that this whole fucking thing is going to go the way that they think it's going to go, because these aren't even the good. A lot of them aren't the good female characters. You know what I mean? Like Jason Aaron's
they all
Thor.
knew all different characters.
That's it. Jason Aaron's fucking Lady Thor run. Nobody wants to fucking see that. Hey, Rugo Better, you have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Happy 2022. Take care. Would Tehillim29 say, no Gwenpool or SpiderGwen and getting Heather Antos to play her? Oh, that's got to be. Oh, please tell me that's terrifying. Heather Antos and her Marvel milkshake crew. We just want to write comic books and get milkshakes, these. And these boys are gatekeeping us. She has the okay. So I want to talk about this a little more.
We need
she
more
has
gatekeeping.
We do need more gatekeeping. Honestly, it's not a bad thing at times. It's really not a bad thing. If you really look at it, but so she's got Ultron at 21. I mean, okay, so let's just go through this bottom. We'll start. Thor: The Dark World 27, Incredible Hulk 26, Iron Man 3 25. I like Iron Man 3.
I do too.
I do.
Runner gives me shit about it all the time.
It's kind of a Christmas movie, you know. That's what I like about it.
I did hate that movie.
I like it because
I didn't like Thor: The Dark World either. I tell you the truth, I didn't like Age of Ultron.
See, I love Ultron.
It didn't hit the comic book feel for what Ultron was like to me, and that's where it kind of lost me a bit.
Yeah, he should have been a Thanos level villain.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
That's what he's meant to be.
He was like, he's like a world ender.
And they made up for it in What If in a way. I mean, but it would have been nicer to see that on screen because he became basically in What If he kills Thanos when Thanos arrives at Earth, you know, because so they end up not getting Vision's body. He gets that body, so he has the Mind Stone already. Thanos steps through the portal. He basically slices Thanos in half, takes the other Infinity Stones, and he becomes such a powerful being that he ends up exterminating all life in the universe, and then goes into this dread. He's lonely, and he becomes so powerful that he actually senses the Watcher, who's narrating the entire story, and he starts punching holes through different universes and like spreading out across the multiverse basically. But he just became really, really powerful, and it would have been, you know, maybe to not that extent where he's going to different universes, but to where he becomes like this cosmic level threat.
Isn't that basically what happened with King Thanos in that run, where he like wiped out pretty much everybody on Earth and then in the galaxy, and then fucking didn't have anything to do, but there was like splinter cells of people that actually like lived or were still around. So that's where you get Cosmic Punisher or Cosmic Ghost Rider or whatever, who is Frank Castle.
Let's see, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
See, I read something about King Thanos earlier too, or something. It's weird you mention it now.
And Silver Surfer becomes Thor in that as well.
It's better than Jane Foster.
Yes, it is.
Oh, God. Yes.
You know what? Instead of doing Jane Foster, the What If version of Thor, all they had to do was go back to the comics and dig out one of the characters that they introduced in, I think he was introduced in 83. No, 83. Beta Ray Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's actually the first time you ever see Stormbreaker. Because he gave it to Beta Ray Bill so he continued to have the power of Thor, because he had to give the original hammer back to Donald Blake. Or was it Donald Blake still at the time? Or was it the other guy? Masterson or whatever.
I can't remember.
No idea.
This is somebody commented in the chat about this. This is Debbie Harry as Spider-Gwen. Tell me that doesn't look fucking amazing.
Blondie?
Yeah. Who was it Godzillionaire that pointed that out? No, Clone Geek. Yeah. Clone Geek pointed that one out. But yeah, I thought that was worth bringing up.
Yeah.
That looks fucking fantastic.
Godzillionaire's on fire tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did he say? Has the MCU tried to recruit Ruby Rose yet?
All of his comments are fire.
Mm-hmm.
He says,
Why didn't Ultron just talk Thanos?
so then the last one is the best.
Thor 4 could have had AOC play Beta Ray Bill.
Actually, wouldn't that have been her boyfriend? Ain't nobody more beta than him.
That would have been, Tommy, that would have been Beta Ray Cuck.
Mm.
Then we could have called him Jack Murphy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Throg.
We could have called him Jack Murphy. Oh my God,
hey man, that's you don't talk about AOC. She's almost as bad as Corn Pop. She used to sling drinks over there at Boston College.
Mm-hmm.
I smelled her hair.
Here's what they need to do. Somebody needs to dig up an old franchise, an old comic franchise like Gru the Wanderer, and put that to live action. Who the hell would play Gru? Because he was kind of portly.
they'd probably cast Patton Oswalt. I swear to God, I hate Patton Oswalt. He is so not funny. Like, he had like one funny stand-up bit that I can remember in his entire career, and that was it. Like, he's not good in movies. He's just TV shows. He's one of those like little like mealy like weasels. You know, you look at him, he's like meh, like you know what I mean? Like, that's what Patton Oswalt strikes me at. Peter Dinklage is Gru.
They're doing a Gru cartoon, really, Clone Geek.
Nice.
See, if they do that kind of like how the guys did the Max on MTV, that would be awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen the Max.
Oh man, here's the thing though, Draven. That's one of the few that I've ever seen where they pretty much lifted the comic and made it into a cartoon. Like,
nice.
if you've read the comics, you can easily follow along where the story's going. There's hardly any deviation whatsoever. I mean, obviously there has to be a little bit because they have to expand the story a little bit for episode sakes. But yeah, it's pretty much like lifted right out of comic, man. It's beautiful the way they did it.
Oh, there's people doing a fan-made series of that on Indiegogo.
Yeah, when are people going to learn, like, yeah, you have to make some deviations from source material, but they should try to do as little as possible because it never works out great. You know, and if the normies are going to go see the movie, they're going to go see the movie. They don't know what's in it and what deviations are made. Just tell the fucking story the best you can.
Mm-hmm.
But if you make it well and appease the fans, they're the ones that are going to be buying the merchandise, and that's where the real sales are.
Yeah. Yep. Good point.
Right.
And, you know, whenever they do make something for the fans, instead of trying to pander to certain groups or appeal to a wide audience and cast a big net, if they just make it for the fans, that usually ends up bringing in the normies anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they want to see what it's all about.
Oh shit! Look who's here! Look who's jumping out, ladies and gentlemen. Rookie Critic.
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
Cookies, boy.
Hey, Rook, your gift is she's with me.
Oh yeah, always to protect you and guide you like a guardian angel.
I'm smelling her hair, Rookie. I'm the president of the United States. Her hair smells like plastic.
Perfect.
I see Rookie is in his disguise as the cookie thief.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all doing?
We were making fun of Grace Randolph's MCU rankings, and and we're here. We're here.
Where are you guys at on that? Did you finish it already?
He's got to take a look at it. Her MCU rankings are fucking atrocious, man.
Here you go, dude. There we are. There's her rankings there.
It's like one of those pictures. Like the longer you stare at it, the more fucked up it gets.
Yep.
Black Panther
Yes.
number 2.
Right?
Oh my god.
Well, you know those games where you can see the numbers like flashing across the screen? I swear I'm seeing my IQ points just like go across the screen and fall down as I'm staring into her soulless eyes.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree with a couple of these. Like, I kind of think Ant-Man should be even lower on the list personally. I don't know. I wasn't too thrilled with those ones.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel that high. I mean, I guess we can expect that from her. So, you know,
I'm shocked it's that low.
There's no schlong in there to get enthused by. So,
would you put Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 several spots above Guardians of the Galaxy, the original?
Those two are kind of on similar par to me. But yeah, I'd say that Guardians 2 had a little more of a better finale, I guess, compared to the first one. But
see, I wasn't feeling it. I just like it felt. I thought like Star-Lord didn't like Yondu. And then
I don't know. I feel like they did the whole tension thing a little bit to reunite at the end, kind of a thing.
It's just like he became his daddy like real quick. Like
I feel it's like he was his dad, of course, and then like when he actually found his real dad, quote unquote, like he, you know, I don't know. When you get something worse presented to you, you realize what you had was pretty good sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what that was.
Until it's gone, type of deal.
Yeah.
Plus, him and Gamora were in space for a lot longer in the first movie and didn't freeze.
I guess I'm more annoyed that Black Widow's still high up on our list. That's I'd take Captain Marvel over Black Widow as far as the movie goes. Just their movies, like they're both shit. The movies, but but damn.
Well, Black Widow was better than Captain Marvel by a long shot, and that doesn't take much.
No.
Yeah.
And I mean, Black Widow had them. That bitch jumped out of a plane. Well, I'm sorry, out of Bespin, like with Taskmistress, and then landed on the ground. And Taskmistress was, is he gone? Like this bitch, you just died.
Mm-hmm.
You just fell out of Bespin, and you're just the first thing is, oh, hail small time Republic. Dude. This is this is the shit I'm talking about.
She's Endgame as number 1?
Yeah, Endgame is number 1 on this bitch's list.
Oh my god, that's probably the worst choice for number 1. I'd say top 5 is fine, I guess, for a lot of people. There's reasons for it, sure, but number 1, wow.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, the fact that Endgame is number 1 and Black Panther's number 2 and Shang-Chi is number 3.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Bracelets.
Oh, God.
Do you think Endgame's number 1 because they had that chick shot?
Yes.
Definitely.
Probably because the most females, the most vaginas on screen at once. And cock, basically. So, yeah, she had her whole plethora to eat from. That's how she judges movies, right? From the last couple of reviews I saw, you know, that's kind of what she is in for.
See, I love it that you say that because you're so impartial when it comes to talking about movies. You know what I mean? Like, so it's good to hear that you recognize that bullshit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is, man.
She wanted to see more John Cena cock. You know?
Yep. Dude, her whole fucking okay. The fact that Shang-Chi is is south of 20 is laughable. That the CGI, and she talks about the bus scene like it is the greatest thing since sliced bread. That fight scene on that bus was fucking garbage. That was Black Panther level bad.
What bus scene?
In the very beginning of the movie, the fight scene on the bus between Shang-Chi and what's the dude, the head henchman? Fist. Yeah, Razor Fist. I forgot his name. That's how fucking. I fell asleep during this fucking movie in the theater.
I didn't even watch the movie.
It's shit. But the best thing about it was Ben Kingsley was the best thing about it.
Yeah, most likely.
But yeah, I mean that bus fight sequence was shit.
I was watching. I was watching Hot Ones or whatever, and he was on there. Shang-Chi, Simu, whatever the fuck his name is. And he was talking about diversity and all this bullshit, and how this is a fucking good step in the right direction and all this bullshit. And I'm like, whatever, just shut up and eat the fucking wings and be a bitch because they're too hot.
It's a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, whenever anybody says one of these movies is a step in the right direction in terms of, diversity and inclusion, I'm like, do you fucking realize how stupid you sound? Like,
and he also said he has fears of being typecasted and that Asian people can do other things besides being in martial arts movies. It's like, no fucking shit they can. But we don't need you to say that.
They can make good egg roll.
Egg roll?
Egg roll.
Egg roll?
Ping pong ching chong, please. Anyway,
that's so terrible.
But seriously,
they have Asians in the MCU who do shit other than martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Randall Park,
dude. He's the best Asian in the MCU. Jimmy Woo. Agent Jimmy Woo's the shit, man. Like, I like Randall Park. I think he's fucking hilarious. The dude is talented.
They used to have Agent May until they fucked everything up.
Yep. Now she's on another fucking planet as Fennec Shand.
Mm-hmm. Well, they also tried to do that girl with Iron Fist.
Oh, yeah.
See, I never watched Iron Fist.
He's the blue guy in the Matrix.
Yeah, I didn't mind Iron Fist. I didn't. Yeah, it should be. No, I didn't mind it quite so much. And granted, it wasn't good, like great or by any stretch of the imagination. But I thought it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I thought it could have been. It could have been as bad as Jessica Jones.
Is Iron Fist really a show?
Yes, it was on Netflix. It was one of
Netflix. Iron Fist. Oh shit! I was thinking like some type of weird Iron Man parody or something, like get an Iron Fist. I'm like, what the fuck
you're thinking of
about?
The Masters of the Universe stuff where he wants to fist him. No, not that.
I don't know. It's just like, what? That's like you're covering Grace Randolph and you're talking about the MCU for a sec. I'm like, I don't know. Is that a movie or something? I don't know. I could have missed one. I haven't seen the last like 4 or 5 Marvel films. The only one I saw recently was No Way Home. So,
well, honestly, it's great because No Way Home is going to make more money than Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Black Widow combined. Hail Nano Reaper. He's in the chat. He said Aquafina tries to be funny. Dude, Aquafina sounds like a 47-year-old like housewife that smokes 3 packs of cigarettes a day. And she has the ass of like Betty White had a better ass than her yesterday. Heyo. I mean, she was honestly a Mary Sue, and she fucking shoots a kill shot. She never shot a bow before, and all of a sudden she's a fucking bow and arrow master in like 5 minutes. She was like the Shang-Chi's fucking Rose Tico.
Why do they try to make arrow shooting like some amazing thing in the modern day? Like, I understand that it takes skill to do it, but it's like compared to what we have available, like, I don't know, say a gun or even a pistol or a rifle, like, it's just like you have to carry all this equipment. The bows they can probably break. They're very long. And the arrow, like, all, I don't know. It seems a lot more strength you've got to use it, and more time and wind and like arrows. Why the fuck would you want to use an arrow? I don't know. You know what I mean?
You see that with Kate Bishop carrying her fucking arrows around on the bus and shit though, like, you know what I mean?
If one arm is fucked, then you're fucked.
It looks funny as fuck when you got like she's in an elevator with a fucking quiver full of arrows and her bow and just you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah. Well, it's like, how can you sneak up on anybody when you got those equipped with you? You know, if your arm or hand gets if your arm or hand gets messed up, how can you do anything? You can't jack off and shoot people at the same time when you have a bow and arrow.
Well, if they have a big, you know, they use that as their other arm.
I guess so.
Hey now. Talking like Drew levels?
Yeah, exactly. when you're as big as Drew, you use that shit as a third arm.
Hashtag. It's a kickstand. He's like,
how does he lean
Nano
like
Reapers?
that?
Nano Reapers got it right. Rifles are better than bows and arrows, greater than bows and arrows. I'm sorry, small time Republic. De Blasio won't let Kate Bishop have guns.
Well, give Alec Baldwin a gun, even if it's not loaded. You know, it's pretty deadly. You know, he makes bullets appear.
Hey, look, I'm not going to take this kind of besmirchment from you. My finger was never on that trigger.
Yeah, I know. You have magical powers to make bullets appear. Yeah.
I wasn't even around. That gun just went off by itself. It started shooting everywhere. I was a victim of circumstance. I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, at your age, a lot of things probably do go off by themselves. But
hey, man, I know about going off at the wrong times. I was sniffing this girl's hair, and well, never mind. Hey, did you see what I did in Afghanistan? I mean. Never mind. I pooped. I did. I pooped.
Yeah.
Somebody changed me. Kamala, get the glove. The one with the spikes. I don't want to know the safe word.
The one that isn't clean yet.
Just use the one you used last time. Read me a story.
His finger was in Grace Randolph. Oh God.
Like. And her fucking her take on Endgame, Tony. How many times have we or Infinity War about Heimdall dying? Like,
yes.
But you know,
Jesus.
What's your
What did
take?
she say? What did she say? Tony, do you have the clip? Jamie,
she said it was cliche that they killed the black man first.
What?
Well, technically, he's like one of the last survivors that got killed. So, kind of dumb.
What about the Asgardians like sprawled throughout the ship?
Yep. Yeah, he's like
literally
one of the
dead bodies around them as they're they're killing off survivors.
Yeah, there's just a pile of fucking carnage around him.
They were like, "Oh, bless you, you're gonna be killed by Thanos." Great, and they kill him. They're like the survivors on the ground. So, yeah.
Idris Elba knew it was up. He got out while the getting was good.
How did he go out? Did he get shot though?
Who's that?
Did Heimdall get shot before he died?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't Ricky and Boys from the Hood.
No, Thanos had dipped a spear in some fentanyl and just. Yeah.
I also think not only his characters, but I think his actors. I mean, like, think about Idris Elba. What's he ever gotten to do here? I hope he rainbow bridged his soul over to the DCEU. Now, you might be like, why would you go there? Anything would be better than this, and he would be an amazing John Stewart Green Lantern. Oh, please!
Agreed.
Also, I have to say, as far as Heimdall's death goes, I couldn't believe they killed a black character first. I don't know why nobody on set was like, are we really going to do that? Like, again, then they don't get called on it. You know, it's like the most cliche, offensive thing. Movies, one of the most cliche, offensive things in genre filmmaking. And Marvel does it, and everyone's like, don't worry about it.
Technically, that's a horror film trope, not really a film trope.
I also think not only his characters, but I think his actors.
Well, and so should we not have had a character that we care about die first? I don't know.
Hey, somebody say fentanyl, baby.
I mean, she should be glad that he was in there at all, because like, there's no way that were they Norse or Norwegian? What are the
Norse?
Yeah,
it wouldn't have made any sense
he's
anyway.
not technically. He's their adopted stepchild anyway, so be glad he was in it at all.
Right? It's like they get mad. They're like, this wasn't diverse enough. It's like that's the ethnic breakdown of the region. And I was like, all hail Don Cheeto. All
Like-
hail Don
Well, it's like
Cheadle.
Tessa Thomas being Valkyrie. Like,
Yes.
like
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just funny.
She does. It is. It's fucking hilarious. It's like we need to. It's like you don't see them calling when they remake movies about like the Congo. You don't see them making fucking videos about hey look, we need to recast half of this tribe of these indigenous fucking Swahili warriors because we need some melanin deficient people up in
Well,
there.
here's the funniest thing about like Heimdall being black in the MCU. Because if you actually look under Old Norse mythology, do you know what they have Heimdall listed as?
A redhead.
No, well, it's not even so much the hair. He's the watchman of the gods. Everybody knows that. But he's also called the shining god and the whitest skinned of the gods.
That's fucking hilarious.
Well, I guess he went to the beach. The closest to the sun.
Hey, look at Heimdall got a tan bud, got on that fentanyl.
What's funny, they actually did that kind of a joke on SNL once. They're like having the Greek gods or something talk about their taxes currently, and they had the Jay Farrell, the black dude on there, like have his wearing sunglasses, and he removes them, and under them is white around where the sunglasses are, implying he's white and got burnt so bad he turned black.
Can we take a moment to observe the death of Heimdall?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is great. Grace is a place for me. That's Grace mourning fucking Heimdall, man. Poor Idris Elba. And she said he's not. It's funny. She was talking about Sonic 2 in one of her videos or something. And she was like, he's not going to be sexy. He's not going to do a sexy Knuckles voice. I'm like, I bet you'd pay that brother.
Voice.
You'd pay that brother to give you some sexy Knuckles, wouldn't you, Grace?
What? I guess so.
But it's like my thing with Sam Jackson in the MCU. Like, I'm not a big fan of that version of Nick Cage or not Nick Cage,
Fury.
Nick Fury. It was Grace Randolph, and I got a little confused because we did the Chris Randolph thing the other week. But I like when David Hasselhoff did a shit job, but I like that version of Nick Fury better. That's just when I think of Nick Fury, that's what I think of. I don't think of the Ultimate Universe version of Nick Fury that we got.
There ain't no fluff here.
I vaguely remember because that movie was from like 1998 with Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that.
But he's a redhead, and so of course
they're like, "You're out, Hoff."
Yeah.
I cosplayed as Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury.
Oh, nice. Now in the main continuity, they kept the Black Fury, but the original exists, but he's Junior because reasons.
They probably made the Hasselhoff Fury fierce.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so you get Fury and fierce.
David, it's Nick Fierce. He's Beyonce's cousin, Sasha Fierce. Wait, what did Small Time Republics is a Nick Fury movie? Was the late 90s? Anything could be? Yeah,
it's very 90s.
It is,
and it was wasn't it straight to TV?
Yeah, that was a TV movie.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably as TV as, remember Thunder in Paradise with Hulk Hogan with the fucking boat?
Mm-hmm.
That's some 90s shit right there. Like,
yep. I like Thunder in Paradise.
It was fun. It was terrible, but it was fun.
It's terrible, but it's fun, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, wait, the MCU is nothing more than IP from other mythologies. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, they did. It's an amalgamation of so many different things.
No, yeah. I mean, Stan even said when he thought about characters like the Hulk and everything, he was thinking about like that whole split personality, like Jekyll and Hyde.
Yep.
and he was talking about Spider-Man, like early concepts of what Spider-Man was like, like the kid that got bullied and everything. And like all that stuff is like pulled from something, everything. There's nothing really completely original about anything. But yeah, they did pillage a lot of different mythologies. I mean, what the hell? They had Thor, they had Hercules. You remember that? They had a short run of Hercules as well.
Yeah. Well, look at they've got Namor, which is from Atlantis, which they have to share with DC because Atlantis is you can't copyright that. It's.
I mean, isn't Atlantis more like a real myth, technically, mythology in general? So can't really own mythology.
Well, that's the weird thing about Atlantis. Is, a lot of people, it's Greek mythology. Well, technically, no. There was a lot of different cultures that told the story of Atlantis, including the Egyptians.
And the aliens.
Yes. No, did you ever hear the one that they thought that maybe Atlantis was just a big, giant mothership?
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, dude, they did that in Stargate Atlantis.
Oh, really?
There's literally literally a ship that the ancient civilization built to leave the planet.
I never watched it.
But isn't that what like Disney's done for decades now anyway, is just like pluck stories from different cultures and make them into cartoons? And, so it's kind of the perfect
which they used to have talent for at one point.
Yeah.
Back in the olden times.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
I remember.
You remember?
You remember? I remember.
You remember?
I remember.
Do it in my butt?
Okay. I said what? In the butt. Said what?
In the butt. God. Okay. Do you want it?
Fucking love butters. Let's round out this MCU talk, Etep. The one thing that I brought up earlier about the She-Hulk, that they're going to eventually spin the She-Hulk show into Planet Hulk, where Jennifer and Bruce go to the planet.
That's not how that works.
No, it is now.
That's not Jennifer.
Well, if you don't like it, it is
She-Hulk.
now, bigot.
You're thinking of a different universe, Draven.
Fuck your universe.
Way to go, Draven, you bigot.
Whatever. I'm a vampire. I'm allowed to be.
Fucking vampire bigot.
Yeah.
So what's the She-Hulk? What is She-Hulk? What?
She's small and green in this iteration. They don't want to make her unrealistic to actual women who are built bigger than fucking 110 pounds. So they got some little bitch and they're just like, we're going to CGI her greensies and she's good. It's terrible.
I don't know anything about She-Hulk, so just from what I saw, I thought it was like, I assumed it was like a woman that was like, man, it'd be cool to be the Hulk, so I'm going to work out and then paint my skin green and try to be like him or something.
The original story of the Hulk, and I forget exactly when she came out. I can't remember if it was in late 70s or early 80s, but she was a cousin to Bruce Banner, and she needed a transfusion of blood in order to survive.
She got shot.
And Bruce was the only one that was able to help her. And when he gave her the transfusion, she wound up getting the same type of powers.
I thought it was a transfusion.
She wound up being in control of it. And the thing is, instead of like turning into the She-Hulk, she just became the She-Hulk permanently. So she had the strength and the green body, and she was big, but she had all the brains.
Well, I mean, would they say that her strength is comparable to him, or more like a medium level, like a little bit more than Captain America level or something?
She was over Captain America, but she wasn't quite the Hulk. Because Hulk, that actually in the originals, the comics did not have a baseline. Like his strength grew exponentially to his rage.
So she was like Loki level.
Jessica Walter's first appearance was the Savage She-Hulk #1 in February of 1980.
See, I thought it'd be interesting if they had like somebody be like inspired by like a hero and try to be like them and try to work on themselves to get to their peak physicality or something. And
have you seen Hawkeye?
No,
that's Hawkeye.
Yeah.
That's Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
It's basically half the show.
Yeah.
Why is there an alien booger on screen?
This is She-Hulk.
No, dude, she was
Are you sure?
she was
She-Hulk.
Yeah. I like me some She-Hulk, man. What they did to her last year was fucking criminal.
And I'll bring up a picture of what they did to her.
Yeah, dude, they made
She-Bulk.
Yeah, that was She-Bulk, dude. That was terrifying. They're like, let's take the Hulk and let's put a ponytail and a crop top on him, and that's She-Hulk now.
Well, never mind.
Maybe Bruce was trying to be like Jenner.
They had a red trans Hulk. The Winter Hulk was a fucking transformer.
Okay.
They did. They seriously made the fucking Winter Hulk a transformer. It's like, and I thought it was a joke at first. And it's like, nope, that's Godzillionaire. That's
Does the Winter Hulk only turn Hulk once a year? Like
when she runs out of hormone therapy medicine.
So some of these names just sound really weird to me. It's just like Winter Hulk. So I'm like, so you have one season where you can turn on the Hulk, right? Or
that's the Game of Thrones Hulk. She's like, she spent 8 seasons going, winter is coming. It's like, winter is coming. What the?
I know, she just hasn't gotten off that vibrator, huh?
I know something really.
This
odd,
is the all new, all different She-Hulk.
Oh,
I know something really odd about the Hulk. Did you know the original version of the Hulk, when Stan Lee and Kirby and all them were working on it, he was not supposed to be green. He was supposed to be gray.
I was gonna say I've got. Hang on a second. Let me go off camera here for a minute. I have the first appearance.
Yeah, and they said that the reason they changed it from gray to green because green was an easier color to work with in publication.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, because the comics it worked better with the green. Hang on a second. I had to get the box here. But yeah, I have the and this was sent to me by Salvador actually. Here, let me do this. But yeah, I got the first appearance, 80-year Hulk came in this fucking gorgeous big ass box.
Nice.
And here he is right here. He has a pipe too, it's back there. But yeah, he's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I mean, he's got a shitload of points of articulation.
That's really good.
And it's a gorgeous figure, and this is played with. This gets literally, Trey has a tote full of Marvel Legends that we just fucking dump out on the ground, and it's like, let's play with these fuckers. Like,
yeah. When I was a kid,
they get played with. Here we go. There it is. There's the
Winter
fucking that's the Winter Hulk right there. Look at that beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the original? No, it was just the Red Hulk. The Red Hulk
was which was Ross.
Ross, yeah.
General Ross.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a cis heteronormative white man is Ross. So you can't have that.
Are they letting this version of the Hulk compete in the Winter Olympics in the women's division?
She's already wearing the Chinese colors, so why not?
Me Hulk try run, but trip over dick.
Hey, man, she's got a dick and balls. She said she's a lady, man. Respect this woman.
Yeah, lady balls.
That's her.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Chris was saying the Hulk's hair seems to always change color too. Sometimes it's black, sometimes it's green. I remember some of the early figures from Mego were like that. Sometimes they were green and sometimes they were black.
Is the Hulk supposed to be a chameleon or something?
His hair color changes with his rage level.
Not too hot, not too spicy, little salty, you know.
It's like my mood ringsies.
If I get to this color, you did not want to mess with me.
Oh God, Chris Fisk is women's pegging gold medalist. There's Keely Chow too. What do you know? Keely Chow is the first. That was the first time Keely Chow hasn't made the pegging comment first. All right, let me share this screen because Tony threw this article in the chat. This is from Geekosity Mag. How Deadpool will enter the MCU if it's Spider-Man's fault. Jesus Christ, I'm drunk. When Deadpool enters the MCU, it'll be. Wait a second, hang on. To do this right. I gotta change my background here. Hang on.
No, hold on 1 second while you're doing that. Yes, Parrot Head. That was actually called World Breaker Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
World breaker.
Imagine that Deadpool would immediately start trying to kill people and go, okay, how much blood comes out? If he's in the MCU immediately, he'd be like, huh, that's weird. There's no blood. All right.
I want those pictures of Spider-Man.
I don't know.
Hey, man. Hey, I want those pictures
Man.
of that Spider-Man. Look, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Sources reveal that Deadpool won't be a variant. Instead, he is the same Deadpool from his 2 solo films. Potential spoilers below. Proceed with car. Oh, sure, Mikey Sutton. Sure, bud. Apparently, Deadpool entered the portal Doctor Strange's spell created in Spider-Man No Way Home. That is, after Spider-Man messed it up. For now, it's unknown where Deadpool will debut in the MCU. Some insiders claim it'll be Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Hopefully he shows up and kills America Chavez.
Yes.
That would be fucking amazing.
It would be.
He just shows up and, like, he's standing behind Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is, like, fighting fucking, what is it, what is that fucking, Gorma, what the fuck is that thing?
Shumagorath.
Shumagorath.
Oh,
so Doctor Strange
I
is
thought you were
battling
talking about
Shumagorath. Like, he's got the fucking gimmicks, the portal rings, and he's fighting Shumagorath. Ba, 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 shooting spells. Bam, protection. Boom, runes. And all of a sudden, fucking from behind him, Deadpool just shows up, and he's sitting there eating popcorn, watching it. America Chavez sees him. She looks up. He waves at her, and she just goes back because she's hiding behind Doctor Strange. And Deadpool just cross draws a fucking 45 and just shoots her in the head and walks back through the portal.
Don't forget Wanda's kids.
He could shoot them in the head too.
Wow.
Yes. Wow, Chris. I can't believe Chris went there.
What do you say? Oh, Purple Hulk is my favorite Hulk. Grape Hulk, don't make me horny. You wouldn't like me. Oh my god.
I thought Purple Hulk was buried in a gold casket.
Purple Hulk would likely be played by a black man, so.
Wait a second.
Whoa.
Hey, I'll play the... Yeah, I'm Don Cheadle. I'll play the Purple Hulk.
Or wait, wasn't Cuba Jr. or something? He'd be like, hey, I could be back in MCU as a Hulk. There you go.
Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding Jr. I could also play Cuba Gooding Jr.
He became Purple Hulk because he passed a counterfeit 20.
Like you say, he passed the kidney stone for some reason.
He passed the counterfeit 20 and met his arch nemesis,
so
the Chauvinator.
Yeah, the Chauvinator was holding him down, and gamma rays came off his police walkie-talkie, and yeah. Something like that.
Purple drank Hulk. Well, that's essentially all the Black Panther power is purple drank. I was like, it's fucking cool. It's Fago. It's fucking Fago grape soda. What the fuck are you doing? Look, I'm Black Panther.
I gotta have you
grape soda.
Get me the blue raspberry and ship me a thing of that.
I can't find blue raspberry. I can't. I get the basic Fago flavors. You got to go to Detroit to get those. Next time I'm down there, I'll look for one.
Okay.
See if I can pick you up a fucking case of it. But yeah, I get the basic Fagos up here, man. I got to do with grape and fucking rock and rye and red pop, which is delicious. But let's see. Back to this article about Deadpool shooting America Chavez in the head. I really derailed that conversation with child murder. Jesus, I sound like fucking Casey Anthony over here. For now, it's unknown where Deadpool will be in the MCU. Some insiders claim it to be Doctor Strange, and that's where we went off the rails. Okay, recentering. I need to do better. Granted, that makes sense. The Doctor Strange sequel blows the multiverse wide open. In addition, there are cameos galore. A source revealed that Deadpool appears in a post-credit sequence. Of course he will.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I just bought this fucking coat.
Did you really?
However, yes, I did, actually. The one on the far left, the
nice.
black one.
I did. I bought the Blick one. I was like, look at this. I'm going to buy it.
Thank you.
Why is it always got to be the black one that gets bought first?
That's what most of my wardrobe is, black.
Yep, same here.
It looked like it had performed the best, so I bought it. I can't believe I just fucking said that. But anyway, it wasn't a purple coat.
You've got to do better.
Scissor. I love it, Tina. I was listening to that fucking 3-6 Mafia song the other day, sipping on some scissor. Let's see. However, keep in mind, if Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness introduces Deadpool, he won't curse in it. It's PG-13. Well, in terms of an F-bomb, that won't happen. Unfortunately, that could worry fans. In other words, there will be countless Deadpool will be watered down videos and articles everywhere, but the plan will not change. Deadpool solo films will be R-rated. Despite the switch from Fox to Disney, his own movies are adult material. On the other hand, he's PG-13 elsewhere. It's a workable compromise. After all, Deadpool wasn't dropping F-bombs until the comics initially. Therefore, he remains faithful to his roots. In fact, the Comics Code Authority approved Deadpool's debut in New Mutants number 98. There was no explicit gore nor not safe for work language.
That's true.
And I did.
And how loved was that version of Deadpool?
I don't know.
How many people actually followed him? I never heard of that version of Deadpool.
Right.
Then again, I'm a normer, so.
When it comes to these comics, I am too. Look at this picture of Matthew Gray Gulber. Look at this flock of seagulls fucking haircut over here.
He wasn't always like a funny character either.
No, he was pretty serious at one point, wasn't he? I do remember people talking about that.
Well, initially he also had the ability to teleport too, which eventually got rid of it.
Yep.
Hail Dragon Master. They did that with him in the X-Men movie he debuted in, which was a shit variation, obviously, with his mouth sewn shut. But that was more of a metaphor. But didn't he had teleportation in that, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
And that was based on the comic, right?
From what I hear, he became funny in like the early 90s. When he got his first miniseries, when he wasn't in New Mutants as a villain.
Okay.
From where I'm just a quick look up.
Tony, you're right. Anakin and Casey Anthony would have ruled the universe.
Yes.
All those every youngling just mowed down.
Duct tape from one end of the universe to the next.
Like, Padme. It shows you how down she really is. She's like, well, I can't follow you. It's like, bitch, that's your man. Pick up a lightsaber and start swinging.
That's her fucking job.
Drive down to KinderCare.
That's why they make wife leashes. See, they learn to follow.
Deadpool meets Spider-Man in the near future. A team up between Deadpool and Spider-Man won't need to be raunchy. Yeah, but it'd be a lot cooler if it was. Reynolds tossing barbs with Tom Holland would be hysterical. Doctor Strange is already Doctor Strange has $1 billion potential. Wait a minute, Mikey Sutton. $1 billion potential for Doctor Strange.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
$1 billion, Mikey Sutton. What does Marcellus Wallace look like? No, I don't think this movie has. I think this will probably hit, I'd say, Black Widow numbers around 400 million, maybe 5. But this isn't a $1 billion movie. I don't see it.
When's it coming out?
April, isn't it?
April.
Man, more jackets I looked at.
April or May. Jesus. One of those.
Yeah. I don't think it'll do 1 million. It might do better than a lot of the movies have been doing lately, the exception of No Way Home, but I don't think it's a $1 billion movie.
No.
I've never really heard people go, my favorite is Doctor Strange.
No, it's let's see, when does this get released? May 6th, 2022. So a couple months from now it gets released. Which sounds weird, doesn't it?
Yep.
Say that it's a couple months from now. I think that's the first MCU release of this year, actually. Is Herr Doctor Strange.
I kind of wish they'd give some of these films a year, man.
Yeah, they're trying to release 4 movies a year every year, like plus
geez.
shows.
Ah,
Yep.
Because we got the She-Hulk show this year. I think aren't they releasing What If season 2 at the end of this year?
I'm not sure. Moon Knight.
And what else? You got
I'm so pissed. They're gonna fuck Moon Knight up.
Oh yeah, they got Moon Knight's coming out. Morbius comes out in what, like January?
Yeah,
in a couple
month.
days.
Yeah,
it's
but
like in a
that's
couple weeks.
Isn't that 100% Sony doing that one?
That's
Yeah.
Sony. I think that
yeah, but it had MCU. I think they have ties into MCU because of Vulture and stuff.
Yep, because Michael Keaton makes an appearance in it. Tina Bojan said Doctor Strange and Moon Knight are my 2 favorites. Can you highlight that one, Tony? At
Moon Knight's one of my favorites. I dressed up as Moon Knight.
I've heard good things about Oscar Isaac playing Mark Spector. Like, he looks good. But just from the teaser trailer, Oscar Isaac is he's a good actor, man. He's competent. He's a good actor. Doctor Strange, I don't dislike Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. He's perfect for it. Just not one of my favorite characters. I do have a handful of the comics, and they're good. They're fun. They were good reads. He, like I said, he just kind of gets lost in the shuffle to me. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I'd say he wouldn't be like the top billing or top favorite, but then wouldn't be the least favorites, like mid-tier, I'd say, the high mid-tier.
Yep, and that's he's the keeper of the time stone, the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
I find I don't know. I think they're gonna make him take a back seat in his own movie.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna say make him take a bath.
Yeah, here's my attempt at being Moon Knight. I made the belt and everything, and then just I had somebody make a cape. I kind of was going for like the Batman Begins kind of vibe, like how it was more centered in reality with his suit and stuff. And
we got a superhero in our midst.
Is this Lucha Draven?
Yeah. This was me as Moon Knight.
I know.
But yeah.
No, it looks good. It honestly looks good, man.
It was like a once and done thing. I didn't do it again.
All right, let me find my Sam Jackson pictures now. I'm off. Have I showed you guys those? I know some of you. I'm friends with a few of you on Facebook that have probably seen them. But yeah, I did that. I did the Sam Jackson. Fucking yeah, Nick Fury type fucking shit. And yeah, it was kind of fun. It was. Let me find a picture here. I can't find one in full regalia here. Yeah, here's one. I'm holding a gun on the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey takes more than back doors in his movies.
There you go, right there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I had I did I had the whole gimmick, man. We were it was actually that was like 2019. It was like a little Comic-Con in Houghton Lake. Me and Monica went to. She actually drove up from fucking Nashville for that. Yeah, so it was fun. We were just gonna go and kind of hang out for a couple days, and the people that ran it, we came in and they're like, "Hey, do you want to set your podcast up here?" They're like, the other one canceled. I'm like, all right. So they gave us a table right by the main entrance, which was nice. So it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, that was it there. Does anybody have any fucking Tony? I want to talk about your video earlier. You want to talk about that a little bit? Let's talk about your video earlier, brother. Go ahead, man. Lead it off.
No. So
I want.
Yeah, no, I was reading from Bounding Into Comics, an article earlier over on my channel, just regarding how they were, two of the writers for Spider-Man No Way Home were nonchalantly having a conversation with the journalist, and basically outright admitted, like, they didn't know what was going on over at the Loki show, if the multiverses coming apart had anything to do with each other in the movies or anything. Like, I don't know what they were doing over there. And one reason he mentioned was because the schedule changed. Like, originally, Doctor Strange was supposed to come out before Spider-Man. So they had to go back and change a bunch of stuff anyways. But it showed a pretty major lack of communication, considering like 2 multiverse events are happening around the same time in the MCU, at least within a couple months of each other. So, I kind of compared it to Star Wars. I mean, there was zero communication during the sequel trilogy. Look at Solo. Lord and Miller were like 90% done with the movie before Kathleen Kennedy even took time out of her day to see what they were doing. So that's just, I don't know, it's not a good sign. And with everything kind of slowed down because of the beer bug, that I would think that's opens up the opportunity for more communication, if anything. And we always hear that Kevin Feige is this puppet master, this mastermind over this entire universe, but I think it's kind of dumb there wasn't really a tie-in anyway, because they were saying at the time that Loki is setting you up for Spider-Man. So I don't know. It's just it just shows it's an ongoing problem with Disney. They don't take anything very serious.
Well, no, they have their writers don't know the source material at all. I mean, you have Jack Schaefer, who wrote, was it WandaVision? Is Schaefer the one that did WandaVision?
They didn't even know who Mephisto was.
Yeah, she didn't know who Mephisto was. She didn't know how to read comics. The chick that wrote Loki made him gender fluid or whatever, or bisexual, because she wanted to see herself represented on screen. I mean, it's just the shit like that. It's like that doesn't even go with what the comic was. What the root of the character is. Like, you're putting your own shit into this fucking character. Like, you're polluting. Like somebody said on the stream earlier, Sheriff Woody, somebody's poisoned the water hole.
It's all that self-insertion shit that they feel like they got to do at every freaking turn. It's mind-numbing. It really is. It's so disgusting. And then they get mad that nobody wants to read or watch that shit. What did you think was going to happen? You knew you were going to piss these people off that were fans of all these franchises. You went ahead and proceeded to do this shit anyway, and then was shocked at the results.
Yeah. And artists have like self-inserted in the past, but they don't put themselves front and center. They might be like, represented through a side character or something like that, but they actually put a little thought and grace into it and some subtext to it. These people are just fucking dumb.
Yep.
I was watching Encanto from Disney, and all I could see was the writer, just because I had seen that meme online. Like, she literally resembles the main character to the T. And she was just some whacked out feminist type, and it's like I'm sitting there trying to watch the movie and enjoy it for what it is, because that's what Disney should be focused on. They should let Marvel and Star Wars, tell their stories, have their own agenda. Disney has always told little animated classic tales. So, but just knowing it was a self-insert, I don't know.
You talking this one right here?
The one with the magic house.
Is that is this him? Manuel Lin?
Let me see if I can find it.
Is this the character right here you're talking about?
No. It's the girl with glasses.
We made a movie set in Colombia, and you use Colombian creatives, right? I love that meme. That template never gets old.
I know.
Fucking Anakin meme. Oh god, the prequels are just perfect meme material. Like, she can't do that. Shoot her or something. Still one of my favorites. Every time a woman tries to talk. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit. I always like me and the wife were in the truck earlier, and we were at the store, and this woman walks by my wife, and she did something. I can't remember what the fuck she did. Like. And my wife looks at me and rolled her eyes, and she walked away. And I was like, I looked at her. I'm like, this right here is a living example of how God turned a rib into a loudspeaker. It blows my mind. And she's like, Jesus Christ. She goes, how did I marry you? I'm like, I don't know. It's my long flowing mane of fucking hair. I have no idea. Did you find it meme, Tony?
No, but I found something better. I can just.
You share it. You got this.
Yeah, 1 second here. Let me pull it up.
You got the juice now.
Well, real quick, I gotta head out. I gotta finish closing up shop here. So.
All right, brother. Thanks for popping in, bro. Have a great night, man.
Take care.
All right, no problem. Happy New Year, fellas.
Happy New Year, brother.
Bigly New Year.
So this is like the main character of Encanto.
Yeah.
Right, and then this is the woman who like. First thought of this story or whatever it may be. She's like one of the originators of it.
Holy shit.
So
that's
it's like
bad as
yeah.
I'm not Starfire. You know you want to
Yeah. Yep, I'm not Starfire. That's exactly who it is.
So it's like the bitch. whole movie, like it seemed okay. But yeah, it's like all I could see was that chick.
Jesus.
Like
that's fucking
yeah.
That's fucking, as Cleveland say, that's fucking terrifying. That's terrifying. Like what that is that because that's the same thing as that fucking oh god. Why do these idiots do like is there any creativity left in
No. If you were to take a stroll through Disney Creative, you would hear the empty paint cans just rattling around as all these creators walk by you.
God.
They got nothing left. They got absolutely nothing left. They have had nothing left for a very long time.
No. Hey, all right. Let's look at one more article here before we shut her down for the night. And I went to the wrong fucking share button because. Oof, let me tell you, ladies and gents. And I did it again. Holy shnikes. All right, there we go. We got it this time. Third time's a charm. All right, smarter, not harder. There we are. That's what she said. All right, we're over here at the marysue.com. I know, our favorite cat ladies. Twitter, as always, is my saving grace after the CDC announced shorter isolation guidelines for the coof. And this is an odd story for us to cover, but... You know, I figured since I'm in the mood and I've got the avatar and I'm working on them. I've been working on the president pop impression, and I want to get this one down because I got some things planned for, 40. What number am I? Somebody, I'm the thing. Look. Her hair smells like patchouli and weed. Reminds me of college. In the projects down there in the war zone where I wouldn't let my kids go to that jungle. Anyway, Hunter smokes crack.
Allegedly.
And he left his laptop at a Republican's house.
Wait.
Well, I'm going to get in trouble if I stay up here too long.
So here we are. Twitter is always my saving grace. The AOC thing is just funny. Like this is just funny.
Twitter's where you would be anyway.
Yeah. Yesterday, the CDC made a new recommendation in regards to the amount of time one should stay isolated when testing positive for COVID. Originally, the isolation period was 10 days, starting from the time the person tested positive. Now it's 5 days, so long as the person hasn't shown any symptoms in that period. And you guys know, I went through this. I went through this like a month and a half ago now, and maybe that, I don't know, but it was 10 days for me.
Same.
And then the wife tested positive as my quarantine was ending, so she literally had to quarantine 1 day longer than me.
Yep.
And I asked the lady at the clinic, I'm like, are you just making stuff up to cover up for the fact that the Ghislaine Maxwell trial just started as directed by the CDC? And she's like, mostly, yeah. She just shrugged her shoulders. Literally, that's what she goes. She goes, we don't even know what they're talking about anymore. We just have to. She goes, if it wasn't, she told me straight up, she goes, if it wasn't for the mandate, she goes, I wouldn't have got the vaccine. She goes, I didn't want it. You know, it's like, oh. You know, and let me make it perfectly clear. My wife is vaxxed because she had to be. I'm not anti, but if I don't want it, if you want to get it, I have no issue with that. You consult your doctor and have your doctor help you make that decision if that's right for you. I have to say this for Mama Susan. I'm not dispensing medical advice. I'm simply covering an article from a bunch of pissed off cat ladies who smell like Pall Mall cigarettes, sweat, shame, and regret.
I thought you were going to say they smell like Zimas and Capri cigarettes.
Capri cigarette. Oof.
It's like you go to their house and it just reeks of cat
Zima.
piss and patchouli.
When were you over at Zendaya's, Tony? Yesterday, the CDC made new recommendations. Okay, so it's 5 days long as the person is showing symptoms. They also announced new quarantine. They also announced new guidelines for Jeremy at the quartering for those who are vaccinated and those who have had your booster shots. Vaccinated and boosted individuals who come into contact with someone who tests positive for COVID can just skip quarantining altogether if they wear a mask for 10 days. What?
That's nonstop, right? You put the mask
Yeah.
on and you never remove it.
You
Now,
have to
here's
wear a
the
mask.
thing. If these vaccines work so much, why should they catch it at all? And so, wait a minute. So, if somebody who's boosted and catches it, you mean to tell me that they are less likely to transmit it? The nonsense. Just absolute nonsense.
It's like, dude, like seriously, hang on a second. Hey Tony, go to the Freedom Tunes YouTube channel and pull up that video with the mask video. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Fauci one you said?
Yep, the Fauci one where the guy's making Fauci wear all the mask. Yeah, you find it. It's a couple months back.
Can I read to you guys this
Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo tweet?
Yes.
He tweeted earlier, some hospitals claim to be so full they're turning away unvaxxed patients. But if they keep turning away the unvaxxed, who keeps filling the hospitals?
Right? And they're still calling these quote unquote breakthrough cases.
Oh, where was it that we seen? It was like they were paying $600,000 out to like 80,000 people. Was that Australia?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
My bad, bro. You said it's not the very Fauci Christmas. Which one is it?
No, it's I'll find it because I just watched it earlier. I'm sorry, bro. No,
Dr.
so
Dog Killer.
it's back from that. It's a mask one. It's fucking hilarious. Let me see, because I was showing my dad. My dad had never seen these, so I was showing him a bunch of them today.
Fauci's flip-flopping.
Yes, Fauci's flip-flopping. That's the one right there.
Okay.
Let me stop sharing this. You can go ahead and share it. This is fucking great. This goes along with this article so perfectly. And big shout out to Seamus over at Freedom Tunes. We've showed these, I think twice now.
Yeah.
These are fucking spot on and they're beautiful. Like this guy, big props to him, man.
Oh, I'm so glad I got the vaccine so I don't have to wear a mask anymore.
Oh, yes, you do.
What? I thought that was over.
Oh, no. The science is settled. You have to not wear a mask. Never mind. The science changed.
Oh.
What's most important is you remember. Oh, wait. Hold on. You need a mask now, actually.
You need one.
Yes, a mask. Of course. Now listen, you need
another one to be even more safe, right?
Well, I suppose it couldn't. Now, you also need another booster shot.
Hold on, another mask.
Now, you're also going to need a droplet shot. It saves you from...
Hold on, I'm still not safe.
You heard the man. We have to... I guess that means no new policies?
Look at that. Masks did solve the problem.
Thank you so much for watching. What do you think of the...
You're wrong! You're wrong!
Hey, man, that guy's smart. Where you put the man, you just listen to whatever he says, words and stuff. I'm the best with words.
Slow down.
Hey, was that Mitch McConnell?
Oh, slow down, old Joe. We're going to stop you.
Was I? Hunter said I go too fast, but he smokes meth.
Yeah, well, yes, I'll sign the $1.5 trillion, $1.5 trillion stimulus deal. But after that, we're going to stop you.
Did I say anything about it? I needed to be stimulated, but I smelled this girl's hair earlier.
Where's Nancy?
Drunk. In her office with that guy with a fuzzy helmet that shot Ashley Babbitt. It wasn't me. It was Kamala. Nancy did it.
Well, hello.
It looks like the angel of death. I thought I was Betty White.
Seriously, too soon. Too soon. They also new quarantining for. Okay, so Jeremy at the quartering has to quarantine. And god damn it, yes, no, I didn't buy any of these jackets. I did look at them though. Isolation for those who are infected. Every jacket I looked at has popped up online here at some point. It scares me. I can't wait till I start looking at fucking rims and tires for my fucking truck. Isolation for those who are infected with COVID-19. Isolation starts the day a person tests positive. The CDC now recommends isolating for 5 days and going back to normal activities if a person is not showing symptoms after that period. Previously, the isolation period was 10 days. I can see the 5-day thing because, like, basically by my 5th day, the only thing that was wrong with me was, like, I didn't have my smell and a lot of my sense of taste, but it never completely went away. So I wasn't really having any. I did do a Walmart grocery pickup, but the girl just put the fucking groceries in the bed of my truck.
Well,
so
you know what? Here's the most important question, ETEP. Since it takes away your sense of taste, how come Grace Randolph hasn't been permanently quarantined?
That's a good question. She should be. She should be quarantined from YouTube. Honestly, she shouldn't be allowed. She for as bad as her opinions are, she needs to be deplatformed. There, I fucking said it. There, I said it. American Forces for Rims. All right. If you can still type legible, you're not drunk enough, says Parrot Head. Well, I'm not going to drink anymore tonight. I'm done. I'll look up those rims, Nano.
And the only reason he's not going to drink anymore tonight is because the rum's gone.
I did drink. It was whiskey. I drank the rest of the whiskey, and I'm too lazy to go get any more because I think I have that or rum, and I have moonshine, but I ain't fucking with that right now.
You're just worried you're not going to make it back.
That's pretty much it too. It's like, will I make it back here because the pantry's on the way there and there's snacks in there, so I could end up sitting there eating like 30 packets of fruit snacks.
That sounds amazing.
It's fun, dude. I get some bomb ass fruit snacks. I was like, Trey's like, can I have some of those? Like, no, these are Dad's fruit snacks. I might share with you.
Should be
for
kicking
those
you
who
in the morning because that's where you'll pass out.
Yep.
Surrounded by empty wrappers.
Yep, he'll find me in my chair in the den with a Madden controller in my hand, earbuds in, and fucking empty fruit snack wrappers all over me.
Playing the plantation game, Madden.
I'm my digital plantation, John Madden, where I dehumanize black athletes.
Yep. Shame on you. You got to do better.
What a fucking bigot. What a bigot. Oh, God. You know, it's just... That's racist! Well, let's see. Wait. For those who come into close contact with someone who tests positive, the CDC is not recommending those who are vaccinated and receive a booster shot can skip quarantining if they wear a face mask for at least 10 days. So they asked us if we were wearing masks inside the house, and we laughed. Like, all of us laughed. Like, we don't wear masks at all. Like, no, nobody's wearing a fucking mask, especially inside our fucking house.
You need to wear your mask, E-Tep. You need to wear it constantly.
You're literally killing me. The droplets. The droplets. If a person is vaccinated and has not gotten a booster, or if they are partly vaccinated or not vaccinated at all, the CDC recommends a 5-day quarantine, then wearing a mask in public for 5 days. Jesus Christ. This sounds like the rules to the Jumanji game we got Trey for Christmas.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It was fucking great. The game is fun as hell. It's really like the fucking wear the Barack mask. I loved when Trey came in and put that on. I was like, at first, I'm like, no, fuck it. Let me get the Chinese hat and you can wear Barack, bud. That'll be fine. We're all fine.
Yeah, I like what they did with the cards on that one, where they have like the old the readers that you would have for Transformers on the back of the package, the little red reader that you insert the cards into.
Yep, for the danger cards.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it's very fucking cool. And it's fun too because like Trey's like sitting there and he's like, you know, he's in first grade. He's kind of reading all right, you know, and he'll sit there and he'll fucking read the cards, you know, and I'm like, oh shit, he's reading, you know, I'm like anything because I read to him like every fucking day, and it's like I work with him all the time, so it's like it's nice to see him start fucking. He's just sitting there, he's like, I got this, and he's got the little reader and he's reading the fucking cards. Like my wife got mad at me one time. He's sitting there and I was kind of fucking with him because he was like, what's that? And I helped him. And he asked me again, and I was like, today, Junior! You know, I was like, I shouldn't do it. She's like, really? I'm like, I had to do it at least once. I'm like, I'll show him the movie so he has context. And he knows I'm not just being a prick, which, you know, but it was. He loved it, man. He won last night, too. So it was, that made him fucking happy that he got to win because me and the wife beat him on New Year's Eve. And that's why she won't play me at Monopoly, because we played Monopoly once and she got mad and fucking never played me again. That was 10 years ago.
I like the Deadpool Monopoly. That's fun. They added two spaces where one you can literally steal other people's properties because they're mercenaries, and then the other one is if you land on it, the person with the least amount of money has to pay you $100.
I want to find like a trivia game that we could play on air or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like I got this for Christmas. It's the Office downsizing game. Mm-hmm. I was like, if it was like trivia, but I don't know, like, you know, it's got to be. I want to get like a pop culture trivia type game we can play on air because I want to start giving stuff away.
Few of them. I think I got one that's from the 80s. It's 80s trivia.
Nice.
I have the Power Rangers Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have the Star Wars one. I don't know whatever happened to it. It came with like an R2-D2 that lit up.
I've got the fucking Ewok board game over there. Wicket the Ewok, the food gathering game, still in the original plastic. That's sitting over there underneath the Lego. Underneath the here. Let me just turn the fucking camera. It's under there, underneath the Lego pirate ship with Triclops in it. There's the behind the scenes look there. Outside of the fucking Daily Bugle green screen. Let's wrap this fucking article up. It feels a bit odd to be reducing the number of coats on screen. The isolation period when we're in the middle of yet another variant. Okay, can we just admit these variants are fucking ridiculous? Mm-hmm. Like, this is fun. While Omicron is said to cause milder illness, It's been spreading very quickly, as evidenced by the huge number of flight cancellations over the holiday weekend. As Selena Tibor of the USA Today writes, the changes come amid a recent surge in cases spurred by the Omicron variant and concerns about staffing shortages at hospitals, airlines, and businesses across the country. I think this variant is spreading, and it's got milder symptoms because the virus is probably weakening a little bit as it, as things spread out from their nucleus, they tend to lessen in effect, the ripple effect. So I think that's what it is.
Staffing shortages? Don't they mean staffing firings?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the awful busy during the peak of the pandemic making TikTok videos and shit.
That's it too. It's like I love it. It's a war zone on the front line. Meanwhile, there's a bunch of doctors making choreographed TikTok fucking videos.
Yeah, but hey, man, they're overloaded. Wow.
It's a war zone.
Yeah, they're overloaded with uploads for TikTok.
Continue to keep society functioning. You say that's definitely sounds like we the people need to come back to work as fast as possible. To me. Look, my roommate has COVID, and I told my job, they said if I don't have any symptoms, come to work. That's how it's spreading, cuz what?
Wow.
Oh, God. These people are...
Our stuff stopped, I think, at the beginning of the new year. They ain't paying for if you have it or whatever.
Yeah. The hazard pay and all that, like
they're not doing any of that anymore.
Yeah, Michigan cut that out too. Yeah, guys, we did go there a little bit tonight on the channel, but that's all right. It's a Saturday night stream, and it's going to get a copyright claim, so it'll probably be delisted eventually anyway. But yeah,
don't worry about it, E-Tip. You have an expert on the panel, and everything you say, I can back up. You're all gonna die.
It backs the science. It backs up with science.
I am the science.
The science changed, Fauch. The science changed. Whoops.
I'm a vampire. I was around during the plague. That shit was nothing either.
It was all from those rats off the ships.
Yeah.
Those dirty fucking Europeans.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only people it's safe to make fun of anyway. All right, gang, I think that's where we're going to end it. I'm going to say thank you to the wonderful chat. I love y'all. I'm not going to mention everybody by name tonight, but I love y'all. I'm going to give it around. Everybody to go ahead and promote their wares. Tony, you go first, brother.
Yeah, Tuesday Wrestling Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do the Monday Night War retrospective. We go back, talk about the best time to be a wrestling fan. And yeah, I dropped a video earlier today regarding, we spoke about it earlier, just miscommunications in the MCU and possible repercussions of that. So if you would go check that out. If you haven't, hit subscribe. It's the Clown World Review. Everyone on the panel, Tommy, Draven, E-Tap, thank you. It was a fun stream. Thank you, everybody in the chat. And Happy New Year again.
Thank you, brother. Happy New Year to you, too.
Thank you.
Yeah, that video today was great, man. Like I said, me and the wife were listening to it in the truck when we were driving around house shopping. So, nice. Yeah, dude. It was it was a good video. It was informative. And, your delivery was spot on as usual, bro.
Sweet. Thank you, man.
You're welcome, man. And next up, Tommy in the Guinea Pig Collective.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody in the chat still has all their toes. I'm really hoping that the pigs didn't knock them all off you people just yet. You will all be assimilated. There, you have no choice. Resistance is futile. You just come on by. You see what we got going on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern. We got going old school retro discussion where we get together and we talk about the things from the past that we love so much. And E-Tep will be joining us on Monday. I'm looking forward to that. I've been waiting to get you on for the Monday night stream. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I'm kind of curious to see who else is going to show up for that one. That should be a really good show. I've got a couple of really good older topics to bring up, and you got some stuff that you're going to be showing off, and I love it, man. And of course, 7:45 on Thursday following Rogue's Gallery, we have a collectible past with Vinny, and we talk about those retro toys and the old school toys too, and we have a lot of fun. Vinny, of course, being in the industry and being a former lead designer for McFarlane Toys, he brings that wealth of knowledge in there too. And me just being somebody who's collect toys since like the beginning of time, it sure as hell seems at this point with everything that I got stuffed in this house. I do have a wealth of knowledge on all these different franchises as well. We like to go in there. We like to have some fun and talk about the things that we love so much. And, you know, every once in a while we take some snippets at the things that we hate, but you got to start from that place of love first, because that's why we were all drawn to all these franchises to begin with. Always a pleasure to be able to stop on here with you, ETEP. Tony, always a pleasure as well. And Angela's good to see you again.
Yep,
I don't get to run into you enough, Vamp.
I know.
One of these times you got to
My work
stop back
schedule's
on the
been
Monday
all over
streams
the place.
too.
Yeah,
I
same.
know you got to come back to the Monday streams one of these times.
I will. I'm free Monday,
stuff.
but I work in Tuesday morning, so we'll see.
But, you know, once again, I know ETEP's already said it. I mean, you guys are always, you're the best. You guys are always the best chat on YouTube. Every single one. We see the same people that are following us around all these different shows. You don't know how much we really do appreciate it. I know it's said quite often, but really, we do appreciate it. Every time that you stop by our live streams and you leave the comments for us, or every time that you go and watch a video and you leave a comment on the video so we can interact with you, man, those things are priceless. There is no amount of money can be put on what that actually means to us as creators, and actually being able to reach out and touch you people and be able to talk to you people. Maybe touching is bad because that might be something Walton said too. But, you know, being able to interact with you guys, that is priceless, and it means the world to all of us. So thank you. I mean, remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. That's it, E-Tip. I'm done.
All right, thank you, brother. We appreciate you, man. And last but not least, the vampire that don't sparkle, Angelus Draven.
Hey guys, you can check me out over on Twitch, and I'm here on YouTube as well from time to time on the myriad of places that I show up on. We have LGL on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. Over the holidays, I kind of took a break just because, you know, everybody's busy and stuff. But that should be starting up this week again. I'm also got some emojis and stuff for you guys over on Twitch that I'll soon be getting. I'm just waiting for the finalized product of that, and then you guys will have something over there for if you subscribe. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you, Draven. I appreciate you coming on tonight, brother.
Anytime, man. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. All right, so let me.
Hey, hang on, man. I want to fly like an eagle.
All right, I'm done. I'm done with the Biden. My wife was like, I asked her, like, she was ready, Tony, by the end of the day, she was ready to punch me. You know how many times I did? We're driving around, and she was like, hey, what do you want to do for dinner? Do you want to go over here? I'm like, all right, come on, man. She's like, Jesus Christ, just shut the fuck up. She goes, just fucking talk to me like an adult. And I was like, hey, I'm an adult. I'm the president of the United States. Where are we? I pooped myself.
No, I got my wife the same way.
My bum loosened up and I pooped.
I got
Jill,
the wife
you're a
the same
doctor.
way,
Change
man.
me.
I got the wife the same way. We were sitting in the car and she was talking about, you know, well, where do you want to go to eat? I said, I don't know. Do you feel like you want to eat anything in particular? And she said something to me. I said, you want to fire that one by me again? And would you shut
Hey, Jack, you want to fire them? Show some fucking respect, man.
I said that one to her a couple times. She's like, oh, Jesus. She's like, Jesus. But hi. Thank you, chat. Awesome one, another monster. Tina Bojan, Zachary at 315. Chris Fisk. Yeah, Chris Fisk. He says, I don't leave comments. I leave jelly beans. And I said, he says, comments, I leave jelly beans. And I said, I love jelly beans, except the blick ones. Like, take my Asian life. Anyway. Fucking awesome one, man. Dragon Master, Nano Reaper, Keely Chow, Parrot Head, Brutal Morning Wood. I think Glinzer was up here. Godzillionaire was on fire. Tehilium 29. I mentioned Tina Bojan. Parashne Nahokupu Bot. Manliness and Motivation. Small Time Republic. Man, there was a lot of people up in here tonight. Gap Stargate. Thank you all. I appreciate you guys coming out. Grandpa Eat.
I'm not Grandpa. I'm still spry. Look at me. I'm playing Mario Kart, flying a drone. George, where's Nancy? There's Nancy.
So that's it. Happy New Year, everybody. You can check us out Monday night, going in Raw 8:35. I will try to get some single release videos going this week. Tuesday, I'll be over on Drew's channel, 640. Then over on Tony's for the Monday Night War Review at 8 Eastern. Wednesday, this is important. Going Rogue, new start time for the new year. We're starting at 9 p.m. as I'll be appearing on the dump for about 40 minutes. And then at 9 p.m. we'll be starting the show, 9 to 11. And we'll lead right into Ashley's show, My Bad, which will be directly following us at 11 Eastern. So, and then Thursday night next week, I'll be over on Black Rose Comics at 10 p.m. Eastern with Phoenix over there. So, yeah. I'm getting like Keely Chow. I'm like Ultron. I'm like everywhere. But there are no strings on me. Well, actually, there are as a wedding ring too. So that's I'm kind of there. Technically, it is a string.
Legally binding. I'm married to Dr. Jill Biden, man.
But no, I love you guys, man. Happy New Year. Thank you everybody for hanging out for fucking 2 hours. And basically, this was like a Seinfeld episode because we talked about nothing. No, it was fun. We based the stream around Grace Randolph's MCU rankings and carried it for over 2 hours. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Because without you guys, we're just fucking four squares talking into a fucking camera. And this is fun, though. No, we do. We enjoy doing this and entertaining y'all. So thank you. I'm Meetep Akuyan from the Place to Be Reviews. We've been here with all of yous. If I don't see ya, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. And remember,
It's better to burn out than to fade away.